Everybody, welcome to the first Coach's Corner of the 2023-24 season. I'm here with Coach Yair Gewirtz, Male Domim. Coach, good to see you. First of all, you've been away for a while.
Yeah, I have been. Rough times, tough year. Had to go serve my country, but I'm back. Happy to be back, and support the team and try to do the best to finish this season on the right way.
Right. It's where were you first of all, just so your friends and family and fans know.
So I was serving with my unit in Judea and Samaria, and we were just, a lot of operations, and
Getting bad guys, huh?
yep, and it was tough times, but also a good experience, and we enjoyed it, and it's always a pleasure to serve.
How has this year been a real challenge for you in terms of not being with the team? Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, it's always tough, especially when we have a young team like we have this year. When the head coach is not there. Of course, my assistant coaches did an amazing job, holding the team and making the practices really well and make them count. And they deserve all the credit that we are where we are. We're still 6-9, which is okay compared to the tough league that we have this year and all the issues that we had with no foreign players and us not be able to to bring in good decent players after everything fell apart. But I want to give credit to my assistant. They've been great, and the players, even though they're a young team, they did a good job holding things together and practicing very seriously, and it helps us today to be where we are, knowing that we can win every game.
Now, there's been some controversy this year about how many teams will actually go down from Liga Lumit and how many teams will go up. I think it depends also a little bit about what happens with the upper league. Can you explain that dynamic a little bit?
Yeah, so I know there were always a lot of talks around things. It's very annoying that they don't make these decisions very early in the season and they wait with them. So from what I understand, it really depends if there'll be a regulation from first division or not, and then it'll influence our league. But we right now it's not something that we can, nothing that control. We can't control it, so we just focus on winning the next game and hoping that we can make maybe the playoffs. We're still very close. The league is very close together, so every game means a lot, and hopefully we can not be depending on that for sure.
How has not having foreign players on your team, how has it affected your team and its play and just the character of the team?
Well, it affected us a lot because we brought two bigs in as foreign players. One is a center, one is a power forward, and once we lost them, there were a lot of Israeli players that were right away. Everyone wanted to bring in the top Israeli players, and it was tough to bring some guys in. We were able to bring two bigs, but again, we felt like we had the right guards. The good players in the guard positions, and we needed those two guys, and they were also good. Ira Lee and King, they were very good players. They proven themselves in the practice games we had preseason, and it was tough. But thankfully we were able to pick ourselves up and bring in some guys and work with the tools that we have.
And the fact that the whole league is now fully Israeli, where there's no foreigners whatsoever, how has that changed the character of the league?
Well, it changes a lot because it's like every game, it looks like every team can beat any team. So it's like the league is, much more closer games. And there's always like a feel that you can beat any team in the league. I mean, Rehovot right now, it looks like they're above everyone and playing at a very high level. But besides that, a lot of close games, a lot of close, and you can see it on the league. I mean, between 5th place and 12th place, there's only about like a game and a half. So you can see that the whole league is very close together, and it makes the league much tougher.
who's been a star on the team for you guys this year? Someone who you haven't really seen, who you really didn't think would come up and really help your team out, and who surprised you a little bit.
So that's what's nice about our team this year. I don't think we have like this real star, but I think that every game there's a different guy who can contribute and gives more. We have a lot of inconsistency, and you can see it on the players. We don't have a guy who's been consistent all year. I mean, Ajar had a good run in the beginning of the season, and lately it's been Nojovic and Matan Ben Akan, who's been playing very well. So I mean, these guys are not surprising me. We knew they're good, and they can have a breakout season. But yeah, Nojovic has been playing great lately. We need Najar to pick up his game again. He had a little bit of a tough month lately. Matan Ben Akan's been playing great, and we need Barak Orion, who was injured. We need him back in full strength. But besides that, they're a team of fighters, and they give 100% every game, and we'll need it also tonight against Rishon.
Right, Rishon, one of the better teams in the league tonight, and really every game is important. There's no gimmies. There's no games you don't feel that you can win. So hopefully you'll come out tonight and steal one from Rishon LeZion.
Yeah, I mean they're a tough team. They're very tough at home, and they've been playing very well lately after a slow start. So they also brought in a very good player from first division. So definitely won't be easy. But again, we believe that we could go in there and beat them. We believe that we have a good matchup with them. Of course, the guys will need to be playing in a very high level to do it, but we definitely believe that we can get the win tonight.
Last question, Maladamim, the city that you've been playing and coaching in for probably the last 10 years of your life, maybe even more. They now have a new mayor. A new mayor was elected last week, Guy Yifrach. How is that going to change things as far as the basketball team is concerned?
Well, first of all, we love Guy, and he's always been a huge supporter of our team. And I think it's very good for the club that he was elected, because we know he cares about the team. He'll do everything that he can do for the team to succeed, and that's big. That's big for the team. We love Guy. He's always been part of us, part of this team. He came to our games, and he's been part of the board managers. So we know he'll keep supporting us, and he'll do everything he can, to make sure that we have a good budget to put up a good team every year.
Coach, good luck tonight and the rest of the year, and hopefully you guys will stay in the second league for another year and get through this nightmare of a season as best you can.
Thank you very much. God willing. Thank you.